Hi, everyone. I hope you're all staying safe and well. My name is Norma, and I'm encouraging you today to consider journaling your dreams. We're heading toward the end of the year, which, of course, brings us to that annual practice of starting New Year's resolutions. And if one of yours is to journal, I know it's true for many, many people. And even for people who have journaled in the past, but maybe gotten a little bit lazy with it, it's often a time to renew that imperative to really start looking at our lives and journal whatever thoughts, feelings, happenings, and dreams. If you haven't journaled your dreams before, I urge you to consider it. If you have, then you already know how valuable it is and fun it can be to journal your dreams. So I'm going to get you started with a couple of strategies. Of course, we all know that as soon as we wake up, the dream is fleeting, it's gone. You may say, I don't even, you may say, I don't remember my dream, so what's the point of journaling it? Or you may say, the dream, as my husband does, the dream makes no sense. What is the point of it? Well, the dreams speak to us in symbolic language, and that is a language that we can interpret. So if you feel like you'd like to be a bit of a sleuth, a bit of an investigator, a bit of a language translator, then dreams are just laid out for you every night to begin to work on and decode them. And it's a lot of fun. Now, I'm not a therapist. I do have a degree in psychology, but I am not a therapist. This is not uh, medical advice in any way, and the full disclosure is in the description box. But I have studied dreams my entire life and also utilize them in my work. I have been a dream group facilitator. I've also really relied on listening to people's dreams, whether in personal life, through my personal relationships, or in my career as a bedside nurse. It's really interesting once you begin to track your dreams. Just take note of them. You don't have to be an interpreter. You don't even have to understand them, but there is value in simply recording them. And dreams will be confusing, and that's part of the fun because it forces you to think in a different way. So the first start really is to just tell yourself that you would like to journal your dreams. Set aside a book for that, a scribbler, keep it by the side of your bed because it's something that you're going to want to do first thing in the morning. If you're not practiced at this, you may not feel like it first thing in the morning when you wake up from that dream, and it needs to become a habit. So it's a good idea to keep the notebook by the bed, keep a pen, keep a pencil, and sometimes it's very helpful when you first wake up, if you're struggling to remember the dream, to just stay in the same position you were in just before you awoke, or just after, really, because you wouldn't be aware of it just before. And sometimes even just reach for that pen and paper and, keep your eyes shut if you have to, and write out what you remember. Now, it will be a jumble, I promise you that. And sometimes the best thing to do is simply remember the most vivid part of the dream, which usually comes last, just before you awaken. That's easy to remember, and you can jot that down. That will lead to you remembering what happened before and maybe before that. And so you can journal it in reverse order. You can also make a mind map. And sometimes you can journal it freehand when you just wake up. And if it's a particularly interesting dream you want to study, then later on you could take what you remember and also what you've written down, what's prompted you to remember, to do a mind map of it as well and start working on it that way. Now, for those of you who say you don't dream, there are strategies for that as well. Try not to wake to an alarm. That will just chase the dream. If you have the luxury of awaking spontaneously and not having to jump out of bed, and of course being able to sleep until you've completed a dream or a series of dreams, and they do come in a series, and the most vivid and the longer are closest to morning, then you're all set. Now, the other thing to remember is alcohol will interfere with your REM sleep. It'll interfere with dreaming, so keep that in mind. but also the intention to remember your dream is very helpful. Now, another way to record your dream is through pictures, and that will give you some insights as well. So you might want to keep some markers, some crayons, whatever you have in different colors. Some people believe that dreams are not in color. Of course, some people's dreams are. Others who believe they only dream in black and white, maybe they see the world in black and white. So that's kind of interesting too. All kinds of symbols and colors can become important. Now, many of you may have been doing this for years. Perhaps you have attended dream groups. Perhaps you have a dream partner, or you belong to a dream group and you work together to understand each other's dreams. And you will know that as you do this and the group becomes more comfortable with each other and more practiced at telling and listening to each other's dreams, you'll find that you do begin to dream sometimes about the similar symbols, or you'll even get some insights in your own dream about someone else's dream or someone else's waking life. And I'm sure there are many of you who have experienced that and know how exciting that is. But just to get back to basics, if you've never done this, we all dream. There's no, the dreams themselves are magic, but there's no magic in recording them. If you really work at it, and really it's not work, it's play. And I'm only getting you started. So I think I should leave you there, and I will post again next week. I hope you all, again, stay safe and well. Have a wonderful new year and throughout the year that's coming, and also lots of personal growth. And I believe that journaling your dreams will help with that. So thank you for watching. And if you like this type of content, please hit like, share if you like, and subscribe, tell your friends, and have a great day, maybe.